One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the move, it's Haynes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. They're working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Makes the grab. It's Morgan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterback, dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd knows when to bring it. He wants to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's Cleescorn. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The play-action fake. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Gators will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. The quick out doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in fourth and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our fourth down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Calls his own number. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. from the gun, the ground game. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. They need some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Needs it with the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Livingston. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. It's a running room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Finds his tight end. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Underwood. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they will score! Touchdown Wolverines!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here.
White 18, Rocky switch. White 18, Chad. White 80, Brooklyn.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner will be brought down. up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Oh, they're after him. Running to Green. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Morgan. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets away. Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They'll run the option. Running into the open space. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be.
Check. Red 54, flex combo. Set. Charge.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Got a man, it's Jackson. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Michigan offense. The give to the fullback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this,
Turning it on! Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for room. It's Ball. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Might as well give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Shoots it to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Back to pass. Still on his feet at the 45. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Still looking, on the move. He turns it loose to the left. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wants to throw again. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent it.
Hiding for the goal line, and the ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Time to take a shot. He makes a catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's ball. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
To the air. It's Glagway. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other idea.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Glagway. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense working from the pistol. The snap sets up the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.